How are we doing, everyone? Sam here, United People's TV, live match reaction after Manchester United's huge 2-1 win over Chelsea at Old Trafford. Who was your man of the match? What are your talking points? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to give you a quick review of the game. First 45 minutes, United was shit. Second 45 minutes, United were great. And for what is that, the first time this season, we have turned around a one-goal deficit into a win. And we've done it against Chelsea at Old Trafford. Opened up a 6-point gap on 5th place. After what we saw in Seville, a drab 0-0. Really poor performance. Manchester United not coming out the blocks at all away in Europe. Somewhat expected, I suppose. At home against Chelsea, though, first 45, we were poor. Willian, he made the difference. He was fantastic today. Chelsea's best player on the pitch. I would have been happy if we signed him in the summer. I expect Mourinho to go after him again next year. He made it 1-0. But the man who made all the difference for me, anyway, in United in attack today, Romelu Lukaku, the player who has been criticised so heavily for his performances against top 6 rivals. Chelsea not top 4 at the moment, so we can't call them top 4. But Lukaku today was inspirational in his football. He really, really was. He got the first goal. A wonderful bit of interplay from Sanchez, Martial, on the edge of the box. Lukaku made sure he didn't miss from that. I suppose he couldn't miss. It was very, very close, but he did very well to get in that position. And then Lingard comes on. He made a huge difference too, but Lukaku found him with the cross. A wonderful cross. Only Paul Pogba has got more assists this season than Romelu Lukaku. For a player who I, all season long, have been saying that he's only a great goal scorer and not a great footballer, for me, he's shown at different points this season, he does have more to his all-round game than I actually thought he did. All credit is due to him for a fantastic performance today. That run at the end, outrageous run to run straight into the corner when we needed to release the pressure on our defence. He made the difference. But if you're looking all over the pitch, Nemanja Matic in the second half, it looked like the Nemanja Matic from the first half of the season rather than the second half. He was brilliant, a very strong defensive performance. He was up for it. And it made the difference in there, having a 4-3, didn't it? We have McTominay and Matic there behind Paul Pogba. And then we have Martial, Sanchez and Pogba in that front three behind Romelu Lukaku. And they were interchanging. Chelsea found it very hard to pinpoint and stop their movement in the second half. First half, poor. United were far too static. But credit to Jose Mourinho, credit to the players, there was a response. United didn't come out in the second half and do the exact same thing. With obviously getting that equaliser made all the difference. But Jesse Lingard came on and space was created. Jesse Lingard's movement makes a big difference every time he comes on. I'm just buzzing that United have turned up against Chelsea, turning up against a big rival. We haven't done it that much under Jose Mourinho. And after that performance against Seville, which was poor, we needed to have a turnaround, and we've done that. And to do that from a 1-0 position where previously we haven't really done that under Jose Mourinho, it's a big, big plus. And to do it against his former side, Chelsea, with everything that we're going into the game. They beat us 1-0 at Stamford Bridge early this season. That header from Alvaro Morata, they were 1-0 up. We could have easily gone inwards, but we didn't. We were a little bit more expansive. Alexis Sanchez, pretty poor game today. He should have scored in that first half. Didn't really get into the match, but there wasn't that much space because Chelsea really closed the space in the middle because we weren't overlapping enough. Young and Valencia weren't given the width down the sides enough, which made it hard because they were defensively compact. But the moments of brilliance made the difference. Lukaku and that wonderful little bit of football from United in the first half, and Lukaku's crossing Lingard in that second half. 3 points there, 6 points ahead of Chelsea now. Who was your man of the match? I know who I give it to, but let's read a few of your comments here first before we wrap up the live match review. Matic was a big, big player there, says Hans. He did play very, very well. Hayden there saying that United played better after changing the formation. You know, when Bailly came on for Sanchez, we switched it, I think, to a 4-5-1. United very comfortable in defence, and that's what Mourinho does. And it's what he did. You look at, say, Arsenal last season. We were 1-0 up at Old Trafford, and then Giroud gets the header to make it 1-0. I think that was last season anyway. That was their first shot on target. We had 1-0 there going into the last 10 minutes of the game, and you were nervous. But today, I felt a little bit more confident about United trying to protect a lead for the last 10 minutes. Loads and loads of comments here coming in about man of the match. Lukaku says Nick. Mac T says Yash, you know, credit to McTominay. Again, McTominay and Matic in that midfield duo, we needed them to play well, and they did. because Kante and Fabregas, they really dominated us at Chelsea early this season. Chris Smalling, you know, you've got to say to Chris Smalling, he played well today. Victor Lindelof, big credit to Victor Lindelof. You know, he really has been in and out of the team, but today he really played very, very well. And it was more like Mike Smalling than Chris Smalling today. But for me, Romelu Lukaku, head and shoulders above anybody else. He was fantastic today. That run right at the end there where he burst through was just brilliant. And that's what you want to see from your players late on in the game. We're getting rid of the pressure on the defence. Fantastic performance from Manchester United over the 90 minutes. First 45, we really were not that good. Second 45, we made all the difference. And that was a big 3 points. Now 6 points ahead of Chelsea. We've got some comfort in this top 4. We've got to hold on to it. We've got Liverpool coming up, though, in a couple of weeks. How is that going to be? Not looking forward to that one with how well their front 3 are playing. But anyway, 3 points on a day. If you're new to United People's TV, drop a like on the video and subscribe. If you're new, take it easy.